Hello guys, gals and gamers, and welcome back to another video. You might be thinking to yourself, why is that silly little man wearing a scarf today? Well, first of all, it is cold outside. It is the middle of winter here in Finland and it's like minus 15 Celsius if I go outside. Snow all over the place, so it's a bit cold. Second of all, I wanted to wear something blue today because we are talking about Sonic the Hedgehog today. And hey, our good old pal Sonic got a new cool trailer at the Game Awards recently. And it is an open world Sonic game. And hey, I previously did an open world analysis on Pokemon Legends Arceus. Check that out if you're interested in that game. And wondering, hey, I could do the same thing for this one. See what this game is about and is the open world good. So yeah, I will do a trailer analysis and looking at mainly the open world, how that is going to be. Is it going to be fun? What is it going to be about? And after the analysis, we will have like a brief discussion on what we have learned and then also compare it a bit to Sonic fan games and how they have tackled the issue of having an open world Sonic games because this is basically the first official game where Sonic is going to have an open world. So fan games have done that as well. So let's do a little comparison. And of course, it is to be noted that this Sonic Frontiers game is a year away. So things are not final, they are subject to change. And what we see might not be really what the game will offer in, you know, when you get it in a year. But I think this will get like a few good points and just kind of give us some indication what the open world and the game is going to be about. And in the analysis, I will be like focusing on three things. Similar things that I discussed in my Legends Arceus video, and those are what makes a good open world. So one is purpose. Why do you have an open world? Is it kind of like a battlefield where you can have all of these big battles, like in the Warriors series or Shadow of the Colossus? Or is it more exploration focused, like Breath of the Wild, which this game is also being compared to? It's not that. And two is design. Does the environment, does it look good? And does it support the purpose well? Like, is there enough points of interest in an exploration game? And is there any hidden secrets and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff? How it is designed? Will it be fun? And three, number three is traversal. How do you move around in this open world? Breath of the Wild, for example, has walking, horses, gliding, climbing, etc. Many ways to traverse the open world, so it will be varied, it will be fun to go through this big open world, with some parts are just, empty and blah blah blah, they will have nothing in there. And also, it is to be noted that in like some articles and interviews that I have seen, this is being called an open zone game. And zones are, of course, the worlds or levels in Sonic games, so expect that they are not going to be one big, fully open world, but actually, they will just be big open levels that you can go through. So it's not going to be Breath of the Wild clone, that's for sure. Okay, I think I have rambled on quite enough already. So let's just get on to the actual trailer and see what kind of details we can see from this new trailer that we got. Trailer. Did I say trailer enough already? Yes. But anyway, let's begin. I don't have much to say about this beginning part. It is, of course, made by Sonic Team, as you can see here. Rating pending. The game is a year away. There's not going to be a rating yet for this game. So I don't really know what kind of a threat this here is going to be. Probably some bad guy teaming up with Dr. Eggman, chasing Sonic through this forest. Sonic is being called by Amy and some technological missiles are going to hit Sonic, almost hit him, quite don't. You can see some electrical flare in those. And this is kind of the basic technology versus nature theming that we see often in Sonic games. Starting, of course, with the first Sonic game, where Dr. Robotnik was just a bad guy who turned forest animals into robots, and he must be stopped. That was the plot. But here you can see Sonic realizing that, hey, he is actually in this new place, and this is the first shot we want to talk about. This pretty basic looking shot. If you look at this, you don't see Sonic the Hedgehog. So this is very different. You don't see any like spikes or bounce pads or boosters or even rings or enemies in here. It looks like a very generic open world game, and yeah, that's kind of an weird take in my opinion for this open world Sonic game. But you can see like this circular gate there. You go through it. Here, I don't think might be the same place that you go through. Downward, the road goes downward here. It looks quite steep and the curve is quite quick, so I'm not sure how fast you can go here without running into a wall. Is this the best designed? I don't know. Maybe you're not going really fast here when you first enter this area. Uh, Probably one of the beginning areas, so you can kind of the first of all it looks normal, and then it opens up to show you like, hey, you are in this cool open world, and the road is of course going down there, but the camera is focusing on the tower in the distance, showing us viewers the open world of this game. So it's really cool, and we will talk a bit more about those towers later. But now we have this um, forest shot, kind of like in the opening you were running through a forest. And here you can see this swamp-like forest with birch trees in here. It looks very much like home when it's not so cold outside and everything's not covered in snow. But yeah, it looks very plain. There's no ramps, no loop-de-loops, just a forest. And hopefully you won't run at these trees when you are going very fast. They might be in the way a bit, but it also looks quite open. Okay, so next up we have this establishing shot. This is the Breath of the Wild shot, where the character is in the beginning, looking at this wide open world. First, Sonic here, apparently using the same idle animation is in Sonic Forces. That is nothing to be scared about. This game is a year away, and usually they don't really focus on all of the intrigue, animations, and everything. They will reuse assets, maybe for now, maybe in the final game as well, but for now, this is definitely not a finished game, so reusing some animation is fine. But yeah, you can see here a better look at these towers a bit more close by. You can see that there are many kinds of towers here. You can see another one in the distance. I'm not sure if this one is also a similar looking tower. I don't think so, but yeah, you can see definitely these towers are something you want to be going near in this open world. Go on top of these and then you can activate something. What is it? A quick travel point? Is it unlocking something? Or is it the goal that you are going for? I'm not sure. And then there's also this like drill shaped object here floating. Not sure how you can go uh, to here, and if you can even go there, and what is the point. But this is definitely one of those objects of interest that I keep talking about in exploration open worlds, something that catches your eye and you want to go there and see what that is about. So I'm definitely interested in what this does. You can see multiple routes here, lots of bridges. You can see this bridge going to that tower, but here on this side there is a ledge stopping you from going there. So it's nicely designed. Also here you can see a tree stump and some kind of an open place here. Maybe a treasure chest would open here. Maybe some enemy will be here and you have to fight it. And if we go like a few frames back, you can see these pillars here. You get a better look at them, but these pillars, you get a better look at them later on in the trailer, but these pillars definitely seem to be something like you definitely have to activate, and they do something. What are they? We will have to talk about that soon, but it looks pretty nice, and it looks very, very open. So if this is one zone in the game, it looks very open-ended and there's a lot to explore and go through. Or maybe it is also the case that you can see other zones in the map, but you just can't go there. So there's some level of interconnectivity, so you can see other levels while you are in one level. That is also cool. So maybe that's what's going on. So yeah, let's go a bit further. And here we just see like some ruins, of course. This is like some ancient civilization and blah blah blah, some undiscovered land that used to have people living there, which is okay, but it's fairly standard for a Sonic game, I feel like. We have seen that a few times, like in Sonic Boom and Sonic Lost World and that kind of stuff. But here is a better look at one of those pillars with like a hole in it. Reminded me of a classic Sonic ring. You can see a lot of like holes in there, kind of similar imagery, but then there's actually no rings to be seen anywhere. But yeah, this is not activated. First of all, I was thinking like these pillars could be like the fast travel points, but this next shot makes me not think that. We have to go through a forest again. Maybe there's some significance to these forests because we see them so often. But yeah, here you can see another one of those pillars, but this one has some red magic or fire inside it, so it has definitely been activated. And this makes me think it's not a fast travel point, because you wouldn't really want to fast travel here in the middle, in a pillar in the middle of like the sea. And also here you can see another one of those just really close by. So I don't think it's a fast travel point, because that would kind of defeat the purpose. Like, why are they so close to each other? But maybe I'm wrong. Here in another stone pillar, you can see something there, some kind of a thing, maybe a collectible, or it just could be like one of these piles of stones you see right here, or this like destroyed part of like a pillar or something. But also, I want to focus on the background here. You can definitely see these very uninteresting looking mountains here. Definitely something you will not be exploring. We have this in all like open world games. Like you see the far off land, but you can't go there. But this just makes me think maybe you can't. If you get like enough momentum, Sonic sometimes is able to run across water. But I'm not sure if that will be the case here, because they don't want you to go here. So maybe you can't do that, but I could be wrong about this as always. So yeah, here we see the next shot in this trailer. This is some sort of a river here going. You can see the time of the day is different, the weather is different, it's very cloudy, it is at night. But one interesting thing is, well, you can obviously see a bridge down there, some sort of discs that you can go through. But the interesting thing is, like on the rocks over here, you can see kind of like this blue strip going. And that makes me think like that is something you can run on, but otherwise you can't run on the rocks. So you can only run on this like track here. Next up we have this shot. Now, first of all, it just looks like a flowery field. It's a bit boring, but the action is actually in here, in this part of uh The action is actually here in this part. You can see some discs, some weird looking structures, definitely not robot made. These are made by probably the creatures that live on this new area. But hey, you can see something very classic, very Sonic, and that is a grind rail. So that is very cool to see. So you can definitely grind rails are back in this game. So that is something we can be happy about. The next shot here is a way leading up to one of the big structures here. It is not one of the towers, it's a big, a kind of pyramid looking structures with just pillars here instead of like actual just walls. And then you can see the road curves upwards, so you can, if you have enough speed, you can go through there. But nothing much else to say here. But the next thing I want to talk about is here. You can see these blue strips here, looking very technological, very electric, I guess, would also be to say. And yeah, this really makes me think that you can't run on these rocks otherwise, but these blue strips allow you to do that. And if we go a bit further, you can see also they are in other sides as well. You can see those blue strips there. So those will help you go up these towers. But yeah, that is basically all I have to say for the Sonic trailer. You can see some glowing lights in there, but that's it basically. You can see the new threat basically being here, not looking very technological, but at the same time, it's not very natural looking either, this new huge monster. But yeah, that is all I have to say for the trailer, but let's discuss the 3 points I had earlier and how some Sonic fan games do this. Now, the 3 points I talked about earlier were purpose, design, and traversal. So it definitely looks like the purpose of this is kind of more like exploration focused than finding a goal, I would say. And it's interesting that there are no like apparent collectibles here, but there are these pillars and towers that you can activate and find ways to go on top of. And what they do, some of those are probably like fast travel points, but they will probably also have a story purpose or like a mechanic, like what do you get from activating them. We can't say for sure what this is going to be like because we have only seen this part of the gameplay, but it definitely seems interesting. It's not as level based, and I don't think they are going for a Mario 64 style uh, collectathon open world. They are more focusing on small Breath of the Wild like experience, but still not Breath of the Wild, with having like these open zones, many levels like this. So it's a bit more similar to Mario Odyssey, I would say, as well. And the design seems interesting. There are certainly some cool parts in it. Looks very realistic. So this is a new world for Sonic that is not much like what we have seen before. And I was kind of missing like some loop-de-loops and ramps and boosters and bounce pads and that kind of stuff. So you will have stuff to interact with more. And also lack of enemies, but that might be because the game is in somewhat early stages still. But it does look a bit promising, but at the same time, I'm not 100% sure that it will be very fun to explore this because there just doesn't seem to be much in there. But at the same time, I don't know. The game is a year away. And finally, traversal. So yeah, there's not many places you can gather a momentum. I didn't see any boost pads, not like any ramps or loop de loops that make make it go fun. And this is something really done well in some Sonic fan games that I promised I will talk about. Stuff like Green Hill Paradise and Sonic Utopia do this very well, so you can have a lot of fun with your movements, and there's easy places to gather momentum, really huge ramps and huge hills that you can go through. But this looks very kind of plain, so I'm not sure if there will be a lot of playing with momentum, but a lot of just going fast through things. And I'm not sure how that really goes well with this kind of open world. It should be more vertical, because this might make the world seem more small when you can go really fast from one point to another. So we will just have to wait and see, but I am cautiously optimistic at the moment, and the trailer looked fun. And the game is a year away, so we will just have to wait and see. But I would not be that worried for now. It's made by Sonic's team, and I don't think they have done an open world game before. So there's definitely some things to be a bit concerned about, but I would be happy to be wrong. That's all I have to say for this Sonic trailer, Sonic Frontiers. The name is, by the way, Frontiers because it's so open. But I have nothing else to say, so I will just see you guys next time. Bye bye.